Hey y'all, welcome back. So,
What do you got going?
well, lately I've been looking for cars. No, not cars. Car.
You just gonna buy one?
Just one
There you go.
for our youngest, who is still home and needs something, like point A, point B kind of car. Get to school, get to church, get to stuff you got to go to.
On time.
On time.
Yeah.
That will crank and get him there and come back. So definitely have a set budget for that. And, put you in a certain, the price point puts you in a certain level of vehicle. So I'm looking Facebook Marketplace, Auto Trader, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of back and forth.
Are you talking to people? Or are you just texting?
Yeah, it's the whole Facebook Marketplace culture of A, they never get back to you. B, they do, but it's what you figured. There's a crack in the radiator or something like that. Or you actually do go check out the car and, we already sold it.
Oh, yeah.
Or if we drive it around the block and go, okay, maybe we should get, because we always, anytime we buy something, we get it checked out. Take it to some place, get an inspection, like at a Goodyear or either a mechanic or something. But it's usually got to be like at a stop in somewhere. I don't know. I'm at the point where, do I invest in one of those little things that you plug in? It throws up the code of what's wrong with the car, DIY, inspect it myself kind of thing.
I wouldn't know how to do that.
Anyway, it's a whole thing because, it's hard to trust people. And an example of that is, so
they should just rent beater cars for teenagers.
I'm saying.
Just kind of.
You could have a whole business. You could have a little bit of rust on it. People don't care.
Durable.
Yeah. I mean, the teenager cares, but we don't care. But I'm looking at a car. It was on Facebook Marketplace. I think it was like a Civic or something. Maybe a Mazda version of a Civic.
I had a Civic.
And you did have a Civic. And so the description of the car, it's got high 100,000 miles on it. Maybe it's got 200,000. We don't care. If it's running, we don't, whatever.
Does it work?
Because our other kids got hand-me-down cars or, whatever. And they're still going, knock on wood somewhere. But so you flip, it's it runs good, great condition. You're looking through the pictures. And it's obviously a very small car lot or somebody that sells more than one car at a time, because written on the windshield, in the corner of the windshield in one of the pictures, it says, "Won't start."
I don't want that one.
I'm either take that picture out and try to fool somebody, or, hey, we'll just take cash for it. You're going to have to put some work into it and tow it.
It won't start. Who's buying that?
I don't know, but the description don't match the picture. And this is where we are, so
yeah.
I don't know. I don't mind if it's hey, this has a cracked windshield, because we could get that fixed, or, little stuff, scratches and dents. Gosh, everybody's car's got a scratch or dent. You know what I mean? But I don't mind getting a tune-up or something like that. That's fine.
You need one of those cars like you see in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he goes to buy a Transformers.
Yes.
And
yes. Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah. Was it Bernie Mac or Cedric the Entertainer? Or Bernie Mac comes out and he's the car's house. Or the car Dalton gets in Roadhouse. Remember that?
No, I don't.
But they just be $800. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Just get a bunch of spare time.
Can there be a car for $800? That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
It's probably not $800.
I think the first car, I got a Honda Accord.
You did?
Was the first car I legit was mine.
Uh-huh.
I think I was 19 or 20.
Man, I don't remember that.
And it was great. I think it was $2,800, which is pretty cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But it leaked everything but gas.
Oh, okay.
So
nice.
I had to water it. It was like a plant. I had to water it every morning.
If you wanted it to take you somewhere.
Right. It would overheat.
Oh, yeah.
About every 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
You'd have to blast the heat, roll down the windows, and keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
in Montgomery, Alabama.
Yeah.
In like August.
What, you got to fan it and like feed it grapes? I can't afford to sweat. I'm going to get rid of all the oil.
You don't want that.
Yeah. No. So anyway, so there we go. I've been doing that lately.
Let's get a motorcycle. Cheaper.
If they only had
like a bubble
invisibility cloak, kind of like Harry Potter, but protective for, you know what I mean? Because, motorcycles. Not in a teenager? No way.
No.
That's a bad combo. I don't want a motorcycle. I don't want anybody I love to drive a motorcycle, actually.
I always kind of wanted one.
I kind of wanted a scooter, Honda Elite scooter.
Remember when scooters, is it still, I know in Alabama, because I remember you would get brochures for the scooters.
Well, that goes back to our dad, who always got brochures for everything. You're like, are we getting a Mazda 626? No. Your dad just stopped by at the dealership on the way and talked to them until they closed. And then they said, take these brochures in our car.
They said, here's every catalog we have. We're closing.
Yeah.
He would give me, I had all the catalogs for like I think when the Mustang changed over in like 95.
Oh, wow.
No, it was early 90s. Like the body style change, like 92, 93.
Yeah.
He's like, I got you a catalog for all the new Mustangs. And I was like,
why?
What? So I've got it picked out. Like, do I want
candy apple red?
I'm in my room like, do I want convertible? I should probably just do a hard top because, but I probably want blue. I like blue, but yeah, I've got everything picked out. Should I get the 6-disc changer in the trunk?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It was never to be.
It did not matter.
No.
Just get him a catalog.
That was the equivalent of anybody who stopped at a rest area and just picked up Waterfalls in Alabama pamphlet.
Yeah, you ain't going to the waterfall.
You're not going. You're already going somewhere. You're at the rest area. But somewhere else, I should say. But you just pick them up.
Yeah. Hey, look at this one. They got Space Camp. Imagine what that would be like.
Just imagine it, though. All right, period. End. Done. But
yeah, get them a catalog. Well, you don't need catalogs.
No.
Just get online.
He's building his own online.
But
it's a Porsche online.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I could do that too. I could get in the weeds of that. Be like, ooh.
I do that too. I'm like,
yeah.
I'll get online, and then you go to the model or whatever, and you're like, I just need the most basic. I don't care. I don't need all the frills and all that stuff. And then you click on it, and you're like, the LX is a little.
Yeah.
I do want heated seat.
Right.
And the next thing you know, you're like, what's a premium?
Yeah.
It's not that. By the time you're done, you're like, oh my gosh, what have I done?
Maybe if I just take the tow hitch package off. As if you got a boat, something you hauling. At that point, it's just play money anyway.
Pretty much.
That's just like doing an adult coloring book or a puzzle for me. It's like, well, let's dream about getting a new car. Anyway, so car shopping, don't like it.
I haven't even done it. We got to do it pretty soon, I guess, in a year.
Did you lease your car?
I actually did lease it, and then
but
people are on the fence about that. People are like, you're either
strong opinions.
Yeah, you either lease, and that way you never have repairs.
Mm-hmm.
But we ended up liking the car,
and you stuck.
So we're like, whatever, we'll just option to buy or whatever. We just bought, we stuck with it.
Yeah, stick with it.
I'm used to it.
Yeah. And you have a Hyundai. What is it? Big SUV? What's that?
The big one.
What's it called?
I don't know.
Palisade.
Palisade.
Yeah.
Which it was during COVID, so we put a bunch of miles.
Oh, right.
On
yeah.
It, so
doing road trips.
Yeah, so we stuck with that. I asked Braxton, I said, would you want to drive a truck? Because I would love for him to drive a truck because then I could always have a truck when I needed it. Mm-hmm. He's like, I don't really want a truck. I'm like, doesn't really. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Whatever there is for you to drive, if there is one for you to drive.
Guess what? A good deal was on.
Yeah.
The truck. But you have to maintain. The hardest part is maintaining them.
My car needs an oil change right now, which I can remember when those were $29.99 of the little Valvoline.
That is
the inflation and the
oil changes. Eggs ain't got nothing on the oil change.
Oil change is like, do you want a timeshare or an oil change? I don't know what's happening. But like you go get an oil change, I don't even replace the filter though, but that's $110.99.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Are there gold flakes in the oil?
In the oil? Yeah. I don't like it.
I don't either. And then they'll go.
But I got to do it.
Yeah, you got to.
Because you start to hear that little noise. You know when you hear a little, like, because they say you can go 5,000 with the synthetic.
I go at least 5, maybe 10.
I've hit over 4 and I can just tell when I like put the gas on.
Yeah. I did the synthetic last time because I was like, wait a minute, it gets me extra.
Yeah. And then they tell you really only need to come every 5. But
well, I went like the step up because I was like, fine. I said no first because I was cheap. And I was like, I ain't paying that.
Yeah.
And then they were about to do it. And I was like, wait a minute, how often do I have to come if I do synthetic?
Yeah.
And then they told me, I was like, sure.
Yeah.
But then when you go to pay, you're like,
what are you putting in here? Yeah.
Yeah, it's bonkers.
Yeah. Do angels make it? It's insane. And then they come up, how are your windshield wipers? They are just fine. Thank you. Did I get here? Yes. Yeah. Don't ask me one other thing. Do you want a fuel injection, something, a little bottle of something they put in your gas tank?
No.
You can keep that add-on stuff. You know what that's like? That's like the candy at the checkout at like TJ Maxx or something.
Yeah. Well, then
we ain't buying anything except for what we come in here for.
Or it's time for your, it's time for like the radiator flush or whatever.
I ain't never done that.
Have you
ever done it?
Just take this $100 bill and flush it down the toilet while you're at it. Let's just do another flush.
Oh, speaking of flushing.
Oh, yeah.
Not to change.
To change subjects, but
it's a maintenance.
Speaking of maintenance,
yeah.
Robin had to have, my wife, she had to have her first ever, which I didn't know this. Mm-hmm. She had never had any surgery, never been like under anesthesia.
Really?
She's never had to have anything done. No, she did have 2 children. So
yeah, right.
That counts
but as far as procedures that aren't giving birth. Yeah.
Right. So I didn't know.
Wow. So she'd never been under.
So I always got something wrong with me.
Oh yeah, join the club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she had to have a colonoscopy.
Yeah, it's the thing these days.
Yeah, that's how you know you're getting old.
Yeah. Have you scheduled your? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know what you're gonna say.
So they give her the stuff to drink. Mm-hmm. Now I did it back in the day. Like
yeah, you and I did early ones because we have extra fun. Yeah,
I did it where they gave you like a 1.5 gallons of, I'm gonna call it sand water
with some baking soda or something in it. Salt.
Something.
It was something nasty, wasn't it? Yeah.
I managed to get like 75% of the way through that because they said you got to drink all of it.
Yeah.
And then I got about 3/4 of the way through it, and my body was like, "You don't have to drink all of it," because I just
either that or you're gonna
my body just
see it again or something.
My body just shut down and was like,
yeah,
you aren't doing it. But hers was just like a little white bottle, looked like the size of like something for your like contacts, like a big like little 6 ounce, 8 ounce bottle.
Right. That was it.
Well, she had to
mix it with Gatorade.
Maybe it was
or
like 10 ounces. I don't know.
Okay.
But she had to drink some of it straight, and then drink it again, and then set an alarm for 3 a.m.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and drink
That's
some.
New.
So she didn't get like any sleep.
Oh, because you're up.
Yeah.
You're not drinking this and going back to bed. Yeah, anyway, we don't need to
sleep on the toilet.
Yeah.
So she was so tired. So she'd never been under before. So when she woke up, she was just like, they wheeled her through the whatever waiting area.
Yeah.
And I could see her just talking or whatever. And she's like, man, I slept good.
It's like, so cute.
It was like 30 minutes. But she's like, whew. Yeah. She was like, I was like, I bet that was good sleep. They put you under.
They make you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. So are you scheduling one?
No. I'm done. I did one a long time ago. I ain't doing that stuff. No.
Okay. Well, I'm scheduling one because I'm a rule follower. But I have to go see my primary care because I need to see him first before I get anyway, it's a whole thing.
See, they make it too hard. That's why I don't do it. Sorry.
Well, I also have one when I was 40. So it'll be 12 years in a minute. But then I was like, well, while I'm at it, I probably overdue for the dentist. Went ahead and scheduled that appointment. Still have to schedule my eye appointment because I'm overdue for new glasses prescription. I've been to the dermatologist this year because I had to have something removed that looked suspicious, and I think it was fine. And what else? Oh yeah, going to the girl doc. Just as women have to do, and make sure everything's okay and all that. Lovely. Oh, and I did a trip to the podiatrist.
Good grief!
What am I, 90? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, because now I got some foot issues now that I'm getting older. So it's like,
oh my gosh. So
before May, I'm definitely going to knock out my deductible for sure, which is kind of high. So that's saying something. It's like, oh, hi, what? But last year I didn't kind of do anything, And
I took a decade off.
Well, sounds like you're still taking a decade off.
I don't get tetanus shots. Those
I haven't gotten one of those.
I love those.
Ever.
Every time you go, I don't go for, I think when I turned 40, I went for a checkup.
Yeah.
That's the last time I went for a checkup.
Yeah.
Which was 7 years ago. And he said, like, when's the last time you had a tetanus shot? I say the same thing every time. I'm like, probably like 8 years. I always say 8 because.
Say 8.
if it's been over 10.
Yeah.
You got to do one. So I always say, I think it's been like 7 or 8 years.
Oh,
I'll come back when I step on a rusty nail.
Yeah, yeah. You'll go to the urgent care. They'll give you one.
I'm not
had a tetanus
putting
shot.
up barbed wire to keep cattle in. When am I getting cut by rust?
I don't think that's a regular thing, though, even. I think that, they stopped asking that question when I went.
I guess. But
I don't know.
I'll say this. I felt old when we went for her colonoscopy. Because I used to always make fun of Robin because she would say, like, hey, can you read this medicine bottle? What does that say? And I'm like, golly, you can't read nothing.
Yeah.
About 6 months later, I can't see anything. My vision's worse than hers. Yeah. So we go in to the waiting room.
Yeah.
I've got sweatpants on.
Oh, yeah.
Probably the same ones I'm wearing today. Sweatpants on, reading glasses around my sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And my iPad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm that old. I'm in the waiting room. I'm going to get on my iPad. And I'm also old enough to where I was on my iPad the entire time and never put on my reading glasses. Forgot they were there.
Oh, right. Well, you can make the font bigger. I read on my iPad because I can make the font bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I needed them, but I was like, oh, they're right there on my shirt. Sorry.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd. Yeah. I went from 40, 46, 47, and instead of 47 and a half, I just went straight to like 82.
But the level of I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
Is so refreshing. Like the way I will go out in public now, like sometimes I go, is Randall gonna care?
Yeah.
Like that's my barometer. If Randall was ever like, I mean, if you want to wear it, but I mean, he never says anything.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not throwing him under the bus at all because he's always like, whatever you want to wear. But like, I wonder if he's wondering because, and I'm not talking about like going to someone's house for an event or, I'm talking about like just going to run errands. But like,
ain't nobody gonna judge.
No.
Yeah. If I see you out buying something,
nobody's judging.
Nobody cares.
You don't know.
I mean, when I see people all like dressed to the nines,
but they're just in,
and they're like up in Walmart or Target or wherever, I'm like,
you better have just been.
I don't trust them. Hair's perfect. I'm like, what do you? Did you just have a shoot?
Yeah, right. Which they may have.
I guess.
But body maintenance.
Body maintenance. It's a lot.
It's a lot. And the supplements.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
And I don't even take a ton of supplements, okay? But I take more than 4 different ones.
I take 4.
I take 1, 2. Oh, okay. One is Zyrtec. But I take a regular vitamin.
I don't think that's a supplement.
No. I take a regular vitamin. I take vitamin C. I take omega-3 fish oils. I take vitamin D.
I take vitamin D.
I take.
Mine's got K in it. How you like them apples?
Oh,
I don't know what that does.
No, it's supposed to be great for you.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. And then I take something else. Oh, hair, skin, and nails supplement. Yeah. It's not helping, but
it's a lot.
I
walk down. I'm so old, especially at Costco. I will walk. It's right by checkout.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be ready to check out. I'm like, you know what? Let me just make sure I don't need to be taking anything. And I'll walk down the supplement aisle.
Find a new one.
And just kind of look and be like, huh, what's that?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just read it and it'll be like, and it's generic stuff. Half time, like, good for you. And you're like, well, how much is that? $14.99. It's on sale.
Helps you live longer.
160?
I better just take 5 of those. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Robin, I got some good for yous. You take these?
Anywho, so those are coming up.
That sounds fun. It's all I can do to do haircuts and...
Man, the haircuts. I'm getting a haircut today.
Nice.
Shout out to Ansley. She's my hair person. Man, she's great.
Get your hair did. I did Carter's hair 2 nights ago. He's been
clippers?
Begging for a buzz cut.
Yeah, give him a buzz cut.
Forever. And Robin...
Yeah, it's cheap. Gosh.
Well, she likes his hair a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I've never seen a kid so happy.
Oh,
after, he took a shower, washed all the hair off, because you're itching through it.
Oh, yeah.
Comes downstairs just grinning.
Oh.
He just loves it because in the morning he can just roll out of bed.
Easy. Yeah, he looks great with it.
Eat breakfast and then just roll.
I love it.
And it saves me a lot
of money over time.
I think they charge, here's another, I guess, oil changes and haircuts.
Yeah.
About the same. Because used to, I would take both boys, get their haircut. It'd be $50.
Yeah.
Maybe for both.
No, they've gone
now
up. Everywhere's gone
It's
up.
probably $100 to get both their haircuts. A buzz cut is $35.
Where is that?
Uncle's. But nobody else is, sports clips is $25.
I know, yeah.
And then they're like, do you want the MVP? My kid he don't wash his hair at home. Why are you doing it? And they're going massage their neck.
Yeah.
Hot towel
He's
wrap.
12. Stop it.
Yeah. It's not a spa day.
Right. Come massage my scalp because I'm paying you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The stress is with the parent. Yeah.
He just wants a sucker. He don't even want that. He's just ready to get out of here.
Yeah, he didn't want to come to begin with. Yeah. We had to get him out of pajamas and to sweatpants. Yeah. I think Jonah said that last time. He was like, Mom,
it's outrageous.
Sports clips it's
they're all expensive, but
they are.
It's worth it though, because when you leave, you're like, it does feel good to get a fresh cut.
It does. Yeah. Yeah. My husband shaved his beard today.
Ooh.
Speaking of maintenance.
Man, I shaved mine maybe 6 months ago.
How long have you had that beard?
6 months.
Okay.
No.
I thought you meant, all the way off? Not just trimmed. Oh, I didn't. I wasn't listening.
All the way off.
Sorry.
Maybe 4 or 5 months ago.
Okay. Will you shave the beard you have now before summer?
No.
Really? You'll keep it during the summer?
Yeah.
See, his was big.
I used to have, I'm trying to think when I started doing a beard. It's probably been 3 or 4 years.
You haven't shaved your face all the way down 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, I have, once or twice.
Okay.
But then every time I do it, I'm mad at myself.
Wow.
I'll shave. You get it. I get it now. I'm like, why are people obsessed with having a beard or whatever? I'm like, who cares?
Because you get it like you want it, kind of?
Well, it's just, and it's just you kind of, just mess with it.
Oh, yeah, totally.
You're kind of thinking.
Yeah.
I'm in deep thought. I'm going to ponder something.
Yeah.
But if I trim my beard, too much, I'll have instant regret.
Wow. I guess that's similar to maybe girls with their hair.
If you have long hair, a girl has long hair and she's like, I'm just going to chop it off. And then they're crying. Mm-hmm. I didn't cry, but I thought about it.
Yeah. I considered it. Anyway.
Tears make it grow back faster.
Yeah. He's got something he's got to film and he was like, yeah. So that's the longest he's ever had a beard. It's been about 6 months, I guess. Maybe 6-7 months. And he was trimming it some, but his was full,
Yeah. Like Santa Claus.
Yeah. I was like, oh man, look at I forgot the shape of your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look way younger when you shave it. I will say that.
Yes. And he had almost all gray. It's almost all gone to gray.
Yeah. Mine's getting more Santa-ish every year.
Yeah. And Ben didn't know he was shaving his beard.
Was he like scared?
And he came in this morning and he goes, hey, I'm not yet. And this is like a 17-year-old. You know, you've seen those little videos of like the little kids that are like 3, 4, or 5 years old and the dad's always had a beard. They shave it and they come in.
Oh, yeah.
And the kids are like, hey, Dad.
Same thing.
They just start crying. Yeah, basically. Ben was like, I don't know. I'm used to the beard.
Yeah. Who's this man baby? And what did he do with my father?
Yeah, exactly. But anyway.
What's easier to trim your beard than go get a colonoscopy? I mean, it's easier maintenance.
Yeah, you do not have to drink stuff in the middle of the night. I mean, I guess you can if you want to. Do whatever you want, but you can just wake up and trim your beard.
Yeah.
Yeah. The worst part of those types of things, like those tests, is getting the IV for me.
Oh, I can't stand it. I'd rather
if there wasn't an IV for those kinds of things, I would already been up on mine and gotten it done when I turned 50, because I have to psych myself up for about 18 months and be like, okay, this appointment's going to have an IV.
Here we go.
Here we go. And once they do it, it's like, okay, it's done.
But before they do it, IV lightheaded. I don't. And then they do it in the hand.
Oh, or right on top of the wrist. Like kind of.
Yeah. But they brought Robin out, which I don't know though why they wheel you through the main part of the hospital, but whatever. So they wheel her back there. She gets in the back, and then she's like, "Yeah, they tried to do the IV right here, but it wouldn't take. They had to do." And I'm like, I'm gonna need. Y'all got another bed? Like, I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "See right here." I'm like, no, I don't want to see right there on your hand because.
Yeah, it's making my mouth water like right before you pass out kind of way.
Save time and just let me stand up, show me the needle, and say we're going to do the IV. I'll pass out and hit my head. I'll be unconscious, and then just do what you need to do. Put the IV in then. I'd rather just somebody come out of the woodwork and hit me with a hammer and just be like, he's out, put the IV in.
Yeah.
You know, like there's some comedian that talked about that, like with a blowgun to vaccinate kids. You know, they're scared of the shot. Yeah. And like what you do is
just put them on the playground.
He's like, you just stand behind the door and they're like, la da da da, and then just and it's like right in the neck. That's what they could do with like an IV. Just like, can I say?
It's like those James Bond darts.
Yeah,
just do that. You could do it to people in the waiting room. They could already be getting drowsy. Just already have them in the wheelchair.
Yeah, do it when I'm on my iPad with my reading glasses. Just come up behind me and just like, colonoscopy. Number 3, let's go right here. We got to pick up on aisle 2 in the waiting room.
Do you have a to-go order?
That's what you do. You just go around the waiting room, come up behind people, and then just wheel them all back.
Line them up. Oh, gosh. If y'all knew how... We're both pretty lightheaded type people, but
I can't stand it.
My brother cannot talk about procedures or shots or taking blood tests or...
Now, if my kid gets hurt or something like that and push comes to shove, I can
just
like...
get in there.
Yeah, I can just be like, all right, let's see. Yeah, okay. All right. Oh, that's
okay.
Blood. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, if it's me...
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that kind of hurts. And then I'm like, whew, okay. Yeah. I don't like it.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I'm better with an IV for a procedure than going to get blood work. When they got to do the change thing.
When they change the
get
tubes.
a bigger bottle. Or, I mean, I guess they all send this one off to Cholesterol University, and this one goes to Blood Sugar University. I don't know. They got to mail them across the country or whatever they do.
Vitamin D's in Oregon. I don't know. Yeah. How many vials? One time they took 6, and I was like,
they kept changing.
You need to put some more back in me before I can go to the car.
Yeah. I'm going to need synthetic. I don't care how much it costs. Yeah.
How many miles till I have to come back?
Yeah. You are not changing my cabin air filter. I'll tell you that right now. That's the biggest. Oh, you got to remove the glove box? I'll see if I can manage.
Look at all the leaves. I know. I park under a tree, Bobby. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I love when they show you the air filter.
See, I had to take this screw out. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I can order a 6-pack of those. Yeah.
I love when they show it to you. And you're like, I know what dirt looks like. What?
I know my car is nasty.
Yeah. You know who's got those? Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
They're like $12.
Right.
And not $28.
And you know when we changed them growing up? Never.
Yeah.
I don't think they even
I don't think we had
cabin out. It smelled. If you went with the aunt or uncle, depending on where you grew up and what kind of family, you wish you had a cabin air filter. Remember people smoke in the car?
Yeah, you didn't have a cabin air filter because that was the ashtray.
Yeah, you needed an oxygen tank. If you're like, now people be like, if you're 12 or under, you can't ride in this car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is insane what we would breathe in. Good gracious. But
man,
people worried about a leaf in the cabin air filter. I think it's okay.
I remember, I don't know if I've ever told this before.
I don't know if I've ever said this out loud.
But I'm going to say it right now. We were in a large car, as they all were.
Yes.
I think Mom was driving, and both of my grandparents, it was Mom's dad, granddad, or no, he was in the back. So my granddad's on one side of me, and my great uncle is on the other side, Quincy. Mm-hmm. He's smoking a pipe. Quincy's smoking a pipe, and my granddad's smoking a cigarette. And then my grandmother is in the front seat, and Quincy's wife, Mary, my great aunt, is riding, we'll call it shotgun, like right in the middle.
Yeah.
She's smoking a cigarette, and my grandmother's smoking a cigarette. So me and my mom are the only two people not smoking.
No, grandmother didn't smoke.
Yes, she did.
No, she didn't.
Or maybe it was Momo. Momo smoked?
Momo quit smoking before we were born. Right.
She did?
Yeah. When
okay.
I was a baby.
All right. Well,
grandmother, you and Mom were. I never knew that grandmother smoked. I've never heard her smoking. Mm-mm.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway.
It probably felt like everybody.
You ruined my story.
I'm so sorry.
Only 50% of us were smoking.
Yeah.
But I was probably like 6, 7.
Good gracious.
It was like Cheech and Chong going down the interstate. You couldn't see nothing. Mom had to like roll her window down pretty far. You couldn't go all the way. Yeah. Because then there'd just be ash like all in the car. Yeah. So everybody kind of cracked their windows. Oh. But they mainly just used those little bitty ashtrays like in the car.
That would fold back.
Like the little dinky ones.
Yeah.
And I'm just back there like, like.
A pipe and two cigarettes in a car.
All at the same time. I don't know if we were like...
You need your cabin air filter changed now.
Yeah. Can I see that cabin air filter? I'm going to tape it to my face.
Right. Can you put some in my lungs? Good gracious.
Yeah. I'd have preferred to have an IV before that trip.
Yeah.
Put me under. Golly. Anyway. I could have sworn she's smoking too.
It probably felt like it.
I probably should have. Just like, everybody else is doing it.
Unbelievable.
Nobody would have noticed.
No, not in that car.
Where's that smoke coming from?
Everybody.
Anyway.
Well, schedule your colonoscopies if you're over 50. Or don't. It's a free country. And change your oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get synthetic. It lasts longer.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Anyway, have a good one.